Through the mist, through the green, through the hollow, if the forest calls my name, I will walk the trail again. They paid me silver at the border gate for wagon tracks gone cold by fate. 3 days gone, no lantern light, only hoof prints swallowed by the night. The inn was quiet when the tale was told of broken wheels and a road grown cold. They said the trees had learned to breathe and took the ones who tried to leave. I read the bend of leaf and thorn, the kind of tracks the rain has worn. This was no beast, no bandit's blade, something older waits in shade. Where the old road leads I follow, through the mist, through the green, through the hollow. I carry old light in my veins, and no shadow owns my name. On the forsaken trails I wander, where the leaves still know my name. When the forest calls me onward, I will walk the road again. No blood was spilled beside the fire, no graves were dug beneath the briar, just empty ropes and arrows deep in silent earth where secrets sleep. Beneath an ancient cedar scar I found a mark, beneath the bark a broken shaft, a leaf of green, a sign no common I had seen. No merchant carved that hidden sign, no frightened hand would shape that line. Someone knew what stirred below and left the mark where rangers know. Not every road brings axe and fire, some roads lead the lost back home. I was hired for coin alone, but now this road has called me home. Where the old road leads I follow, through the mist, through the green, through the hollow. I carry old light in my veins, and no shadow owns my name. On the forsaken trails I wander, where the leaves still know my name. When the forest calls me onward, I will walk the road again. On the forsaken trails I will walk again. Where the wild went silent, I heard the branches breathe. No bird above the hollow, no wind between the leaves. where broken wheel marks turned away. The moss was bent, the stones were bare, but no small creature stirred the air. No raven cried from cedar high, no fox had crossed the path nearby. The forest watched with open eyes, too still beneath the morning skies. I know the hush before a storm, I know when frightened beasts are warned, but this was not a natural fear. Something held the silence here. I remember when these woods could sing, when every stream wore silver rings, when sunlight moved from leaf to leaf, and every root still dreamed in peace. Now the wild has lost its name, bound by will and bent by flame. But if the forest calls in pain, I will hear its voice again. The roots were turning from the sun, like soldiers called to stand as one. The thorns had learned where footsteps fall, and curled like claws along the wall. A branch moved slowly toward my bow, a vine withdrew when I moved slow. Not hunger, rage, or hunting art, but orders through a living heart. No curse had blackened every tree, no rot had taken leaf or seed. This green was forced to kneel and march, with someone's hand around its heart. Then from the briar, thin and cold, came twig-born shapes with hollow eyes. They did not hunt, they did not cry, they only turned as I passed by. I drew no oath against the green, I loosed no hate on living things. But every arrow, every breath must find the hand that taught them death. I remember when these woods could sing, when every stream wore silver rings, when sunlight moved from leaf to leaf, and every root still dreamed in peace. Now the wild has lost its name, bound by will and bent by flame. But if the forest calls in pain, I will hear its voice again. Where the wild went silent, I heard the branches breathe. If the forest calls in pain, I will hear its voice again. The tracks ran thin past thorn and stone, to a ring the old ones raised, where druids kept the road and route in balance under veils of shade. But every standing stone was split, new runes cut deep, too sharp, too straight. Not prayers, not warnings, not old songs, but marks that taught the trees to hate. No storm had torn this circle down, no raider knew this sacred ground. Whoever carved these lines of war had knelt beside these stones before. the vow. He crowned himself with root and bough. But roots and thorns do not make kings, and broken oaths are bitter things. Oh, broken grove, remember this. I will not bow to stolen crowns, where road and wild were meant to breathe. I will bring the traitor down. With mud, a hunter's knot of leaf and twine. A druid's hand had left it there, a final warning, nearly blind. He tried to stand against the rights beneath the boughs, beneath the leaves, but something dragged his trail. No rocks, no curse, no blight, no hunger crawling from the night. The forest wrath was called and bound by one who swore to guard this ground. His name was carved beneath the bark, not as a plea, but as a claim. A fallen keeper of the green, who woke the old war right by name. He did not seek to kill the wood, he made its ancient anger new, and every path beneath the leaves was marked to close beneath his will. He wore the green, he broke the vow. He crowned himself with root and bough. But roots and thorns do not make kings, and broken oaths are bitter things. Oh, broken grove, remember this. I will not bow to stolen crowns, where road and wild were meant to breathe. I will bring the traitor down.